Wade and Ranger Boat's Bart Schad have been buddies and colleagues for many years, and every time they get together outdoors, it's always an adventure.
Yeah, baby! Give me some of that love!
Now, if you follow the fishing industry at all, you've probably heard of a guy named Scott Martin. And you've probably heard he likes to put anglers to the test in a show called the Scott Martin Challenge.
Yeah, this is my show and my challenge.
Yeah.
Wade and Scott went head-to-head a while back on the show, and Scott came up short. But ready for redemption, he challenged Wade to a doubles rematch in the red fishing capital of the world, Venice, Louisiana. And we brought along our cameras to see how Wade would try and pull off a second win.
You know, I always have an opportunity to come down to Venice Fishing Lodge, and Bart and I have come down here a few times on kind of industry trips that a lot of people work with. Well, this time was a little different. I knew this would be a lot of fun, and it would be very neutral ground, different species than what used to be, both of us are kind of more known for, so I figured we were going to have a lot of fun.
This challenge also pits our friends from Ranger Boats against each other. Scott teamed up with Ranger's Keith Daffron, and Wade is partnering with his old friend, Bart Schad.
Keith is going to fish with us, which really elevated the stakes of the game, first off. Before, hey, it's Scott Martin Challenge, it's Scott's show, what do you got to win, what do you got to lose, no big deal. You bring Keith into it, stakes go way up.
If you haven't spent any time around Wade Middleton or Bart Schad, you'll find that hecklers is kind of an understatement. They have a way of just really continuing to grind the axe over and over, and if they ever get an edge on you, that edge will be there forevermore. And so that's what concerns me today. So I'm really not going out to win, I'm going out to not lose.
True to form in the adventures of Wade and Bart, this trip to Venice turned out to be a debacle of epic-sized proportions, starting with a pool game and 6 red fish inches on the table.
You know, at the Venice Fishing Lodge, there's always a lot of things going on. Big meals, you know, I mean, you're always going to eat big here. A lot of people coming in, a lot of camaraderie. And now there's a pool table there. Well, you know, I'll play a little bit of pool around the deer camp and stuff like that, but I'm not a pool player. I don't sit around and go to the pool hall. I don't have one in my basement or anything like that. And I learned right away something was up because both Keith and Scott were wanting to play pool for inches.
It's a matter of whether you guys want to play 2 games or 3 games.
We'll do 2
We're
games.
scared.
Do you want to play 2 games or 3 games? Because trust me, after
3
getting beat the second game, the third one's not going to feel so fun.
Now, how pool and fishing tie together, I really don't know, but I was pretty much on the outs. I really wasn't digging this whole pool deal where they were going to get inches, or at least they thought they were.
Oh, you helped us. You helped us, buddy.
Keith has a pool table at his house. I imagine Scott either has one or has access to one quite regularly. Wade and I are neither one of us play much pool, so Scott and Keith decide that a round of billiards should be played, and the winner would get an extra 4 to 6 inches. Wade and I hit out. Finally, we had to accept the challenge.
He can run it right here.
Yeah, he's going to finish him. You guys are done.
Scratch ball.
Oh.
Ball game, he scratched.
Some people would say excessive celebration happened. Might have got a little carried away, I don't know. But man, it was fun.
2 out of 3, you gotta make that.
Okay, all right.
You know what we say back home? We say,
That's like losing a bull red at the boat. I've spent enough time in camps and business settings with Bart to know that, you know, he's gets a great personality, and he's going to get under their skin when it comes game time. I was glad he was my partner.
I'm confused.
All right, you're up.
Where did you get the rolling desk chairs?
You know, we had to go to psychological warfare because of the skill level, and nonetheless, Wade and Bart prevailed at the billiards table.
hey Scott, what I always think about is what's my next play? You know, see, that was silly.
And when he got in that chair, I knew right then the game was about to tilt into our favor.
See, I hate that. I hate
Get
that.
behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to hit the 8. It's ball in hand. Don't
Man,
try to
right
cheat
here.
these guys.
Definitely an underdog.
What kind of English you gonna put on it?
Hell, I don't know. I'm just gonna
There
hit it.
is no shame in this.
No Spanish on that one.
Oh, baby! Hey, hold your head up. You guys are good. I'm telling you, in another league, you guys would be great.
There was a lot of trash talking going on.
Come on, Wade.
There was a little bit of luck going on in there by our staff. They're better pool players, so I'll take the little advantage because it'll be a tough day of fishing tomorrow.
The Fisherman's Handbook is brought to you in part by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time. Yamaha Marine, reliability starts here. And by Garmin, the power of simple.
You just want to fish, not mess around with buttons and settings and such. That's why they made every Garmin Echo fish finder easy to use. You see fish, you catch fish, easy. Fight fish, not your fish finder. Get the unsurpassed power, clarity, and dependability of a Garmin Echo fish finder.
We invented and patented the first aerated live well. We're first with higher flotation standards and first to receive a protected design hull copyright. With such a strong focus on non-stop innovation, no other boat enjoys such advanced engineering. Ranger Boats. We're celebrating over 45 years of fishing and a lifetime of leadership. Discover Yamaha's VMAX power. When you want the best, choose Yamaha.
After your next successful fishing trip, savor the flavor with a Bradley Smoker. They have a whole list of creative recipes for catch with a wide variety of delicious smoky wood flavors. Find out more about making your meal as memorable as the fishing trip at bradleysmoker.com.
It's 200 streamlined horsepower of Yamaha forward thinking. The all-new F200 inline 4-stroke. Whether you're an offshore angler, pontoon cruiser, bay boater, or walleye hunter, the responsive and fuel-efficient F200 combines amazing power and versatility in one incredibly compact and lightweight package. The all-new F200. Legendary Yamaha reliability and the freedom of forward thinking.
After your next successful fishing trip, savor the flavor with a Bradley Smoker. They have a whole list of creative recipes for catch with a wide variety of delicious smoky wood flavors. Find out more about making your meal as memorable as the fishing trip at bradleysmoker.com.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. We followed along with Wade and our good buddy Bart Schad as they were featured on the television series The Scott Martin Challenge. The last time Scott challenged Wade had Scott down 1 and trying to redeem himself here in Venice, Louisiana, where anything can happen.
Venice is such a special place to go fishing. You know, ever since my first trip down there, I've fallen in love with it, and I come back every year, and it never gets old, it never gets redundant because it changes constantly, and it's such a vast and diverse fishery. It's just an amazing ecosystem that is just as diverse as any you'll find in the world, and then when you start fishing, you know that at any given cast, you're gonna get that thump, you're gonna get that tug, and that big redfish is gonna be tugging on the end of your line and trying to strip that drag and putting all your equipment to the test. And it is, without a question, a fisherman's top destination and paradise.
Things aren't off to too good a start for Scott and his teammate Keith Daffron from Ranger Boats as they lost 6 inches in a game of billiards at the Venice Fishing Lodge the night before.
Hold your head up. You guys are good. I'm telling you.
I don't think Scott's used to that kind of psychological warfare. But you know, when it comes to 6 inches on the water, you got to do what you got to do.
The audience doesn't know Bart Schad and Wade Middleton the way that I do, and the way that they hang this over your head, it looms over your head, not for a few months, not even for a few years. We're talking decades, unless we're able to come back and circumvent this with something else later on.
Well, I tell you what, we'll make it simple. We can beat you with 6-inch deal that you got us on. We'll do best 3 fish, all right? You listening? Best 3 fish, total inches. Simple.
I'm good for whatever goes down because we're just going fishing. Anytime you can fish here, it's all good. You know, when the morning comes at Venice, one of my favorite things, you know, you're unloading there at the Venice Marina and you're idling out and you're going by everything that's going on. The shrimp boat guys are going out, other charter captains are going out, big tugboats are going out, people are heading to work on their oil fields, whatever's going on, but it's just alive. And you start down the Mississippi River and then you go into all these little fish passes and you're running down through there, and it's exciting. No matter whether there's competition on the line or you're just going to fish for fun, you're in Venice and you know it's an unparalleled, unspoiled paradise. And as we're running down to the first spot, everybody's like, all right, we're gonna shut down right here. And you know, we kind of wanted to slide this way. And obviously they wanted to slide the same direction as well. And we're kind of casting along. And hey, you know, this is supposed to be about friendship and camaraderie, a little bit of competition. I quickly figured it out and I heard this chatter over my shoulder and baits were flashing in the same spot that I was. This wasn't gonna be about camaraderie. This wasn't gonna be about fun anymore. This was gonna be another one of them serious battle royales going on, and they're throwing at the same spot that I am, but they didn't have the right casting. We're doing pretty good now. I'm doing pretty good. Oh! That's how I'm doing. It wasn't long and I was calling for the net. My man Bart was back there running around, and we got our fish on. It was an early lead for Team Schad in Middleton. I got key spinnerbait. We got an extra bait and a fish all at one time.
I want my bait back.
That was pretty exciting right there. You know, that's the first fish of the challenge right there. They were out there drifting away. We got up here in front of them. And did you notice how they were trying to cut us off during that time? Didn't work, did it? Didn't seem fair. We smoked them.
I've learned something, Keith. Every time we get a little cocky, we get mud in our face.
I know.
We gotta get serious.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
we talk trash on the pool game, we got smashed.
I know.
We just try to cut them off and they catch a nice redfish right in front of us. We've got
It's starting to not be any fun.
A little more relaxed with a commanding lead this early in the morning might be a good thing for some teams, but with a pair like Wade and Bart, that's plenty of time to botch this lead.
Things started off well this morning for the Wade and Bart team, and then things took a turn for the worse. In fact, things did not go well at all.
You know, when you do a lot of things outdoors, things are going to go wrong. You're going to make decisions, and you know you're not going to get a bite, or you're going to catch undesirable fish. And man, I got all of a sudden in this bad rut. We hadn't had a bite in some time, and when we did get a bite, it was a gaff top. And we were starting to get hung. We were breaking things off, and I thought, man, we need to make a move. We need to move. It's time to go someplace else. You know, if you tournament fish or you're fishing, you know, trying to beat your buddies, you know that feeling. You just know it's time to go. So I raised the trolling motor up, I jump back, fire up the boat. We're taking off. I'm looking down at my Garmin, checking my track, making sure I'm not about to run on the ground. And about that time, water's blasting through the front, and there's this loud crash. Well, I knew what had happened because I've done this before. I didn't secure the trolling motor. And it was now with a little 90-degree angle in it going like this, just kind of flopping in the wind. And it was kind of depressing right then. I felt bad for Bart. I'd let him down.
When the Fisherman's Handbook returns, we'll see if Bart and Wade's luck has run out. The Fisherman's Handbook crew trusts Ranger boats to get them to and from their favorite spots on the water. Let's put your Ranger knowledge to the test. With the unveiling of the Z520C Comanche, Ranger boats also introduced what industry first that helps remove moisture from gear and equipment after a long day on the water. For the answer to this, or to find out more about Ranger boats, visit mydreamrig.com.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
For camping, fishing, hunting, or anything outdoors, bring along Arctic Ice. Simply freeze these versatile cooler packs and they're ready to keep your food and drinks cold throughout your outing. Arctic Ice can maintain in a cooler 60% longer than the equal weight of regular ice, and with no more mess or soggy food. Arctic Ice is clean and easy. Alaskan Series can maintain a sub 40-degree cooler for days, and the Tundra Series can keep game frozen till it gets home. Preserve an Arctic refuge in your cooler. Choose Arctic Ice.
We invented and patented the first aerated live well. We're first with higher flotation standards and first to receive a protected design hull copyright. with such a strong focus on non-stop innovation. No other boat enjoys such advanced engineering. Ranger Boats. We're celebrating over 45 years of fishing and a lifetime of leadership. Discover Yamaha's VMAX power. When you want the best, choose Yamaha.
At Amphibia, we've resolved to build a product that nobody else offers, using methods that nobody else is using, optimized for life on water and land. The choice of top bass fishing pros. Amphibia frames are designed to fit comfortably no matter how your face is shaped, to stay firmly in place through your most physical activities, and to float in water. Amphibia sunglasses are truly designed for life on the water.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. Brought to you in part by Amphibia Performance Floating Eye Gear. Sunline America, the strength to guarantee your confidence. Arctic Ice, preserve an Arctic refuge in your cooler. And by Laser Trocar, surgically sharpened technology. We're out on the water in the redfish capital of Venice, Louisiana, with Wade and his teammate Bart Schad. We got a behind-the-scenes look as they went toe-to-toe with Scott Martin and Ranger's Keith Daffron on the Scott Martin Challenge.
You know, not only did our trolling motor basically shatter, I had snapped most of the prop blades off, and you know, I'm on the radio, hey Captain Billy, oh yeah, trolling motor. And he kind of laughs and says, man, we'll run over there. So we're limping towards the bank now. Bart fires left and I fire right. Well, it continues to go bad. Bart gets hung up and I get hung up. I break my line, I hear him break his line. The other guys are coming in. Well, about that time I look up and my bobber that I just broke off kind of bobbles and it goes under. Oh, we got one. I start firing my spinnerbait at it. We're trying to catch it. Something on with a hook. Catch that bobber. Bart, it's a big red. I mean, we got a disaster at this point. But Corky's still out there bobbing around, and I want this fish. We need this fish. This could be the winning fish. We need the cull. And so we're chasing it around, and we're getting a little closer now. The big motor's running, and I reach out there, and I catch the line. I reel it in, and I'm hand lining this fish in. We're excited. Bart's hollering. We got him. I'm about to boat flip him in, and the line breaks. Ah! It broke off. It's the agony of defeat right now today. Check that bobber, make sure he's not under that bobber. You know, momentum is definitely not on our side, you know, and we're not even to the halftime of the game yet. And about that time I look up, my old Corky's still bobbing out there. He's still on there. He's still on the bobber.
He's still on. It's not over.
You gotta get me to the bobber, Chief. I mean, he kind of gives me a little wiggle. I'm like, go, 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 go. Bart puts it in gear and he's steering over there and I'm laying down. I'm thinking, really, is this gonna happen? And we're easing up on there and I got my net out and I grabbed it and I can feel him tugging and scooped him up and we were culling.
You cannot keep them down.
You know, that just goes to show you that everything's going wrong for us, but we're at Venice. How can it be totally bad? We're having a lot of fun, hanging out with Bart. I don't even care at this point what Scott and Keith are doing. I mean, out of all the breakdowns and things I've seen go wrong, I've never had 3 chances at a fish that's been broke off in my whole life. We got Corky. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Never give up on a situation like that. We were able to get in there and get this fish. Now we're gonna measure him out.
He looks like he'll break our 17-inch
Cold
mark.
with him.
I think
21.
Sorry.
21 and a half.
All's well at this point. We've salvaged something out of this whole thing. Then we get another relief boat in, and we have to shift every bit of tackle and equipment from one boat to the other. They had their tackle switched over, but we did get a new boat. But half hour later of switching things and getting ribbed for the trolling motor deal, of course they were spectators on the Corky incident, so a lot of time went by there. Morale was low, but we had one small victory of salvaging Corky out of the pond there, but had a good time. But I think we were sitting there thinking, man, this has taken a lot of time. We figured Scott and Keith were probably pounding them at this point, and we've just burned up probably an hour in what we've been doing there. And again, morale was low, but we're having a good time, so it couldn't have been that bad. How we doing, Wade?
Be a while here. We got the big bull here. This is the one that you need right here. Woo!
Good night.
That's what I'm talking
That is what we were talking about. We are upgrading.
Line broke. Broke right there. Hook broke. Bad knot.
More red fishing action from Venice, Louisiana when the Fisherman's Handbook returns.
Hobie kayaks provide the ultimate lightweight fishing platforms that will offer anyone what they want when it comes time to hit the water. Hobie Kayak's commitment to innovation, quality, and owner satisfaction is unparalleled in the industry. So when it's time for you to go kayaking, remember there's only one name to remember, and that's Hobie Kayak.
It's for those who get up early on weekends and those who'd rather rough it than take it easy. It's for those who know it's not just a sport, but a way of life. The new Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer with a rugged design and 12-volt adapter cord for easy use in the field, ensuring your game and fish is fresh when you need it. The Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system. Fielded fresh, sealed fresh.
Since 1996, Frog Togs outerwear have kept outdoorsmen warm and dry, even in the worst of conditions. Now, Frog Togs have expanded beyond hunting and fishing markets and revolutionized the industry with their patented fabric system. Frog Togs are extremely lightweight and portable. They pack easily in your car, boat, RV, and even on your motorcycle. Best of all, Frog Togs are 100% waterproof and windproof, and yet extremely breathable. Check us out online at frogtogs.com. Frog Togs, stop the rain.
The world has never seen a hook like this.
What I thought was good before is not so good now.
The first surgically sharpened fish hook. This is the best ever. In test after test, we have proven that anyone can set this new hook with half the effort of any other hook.
That's money.
Introducing the Trocar hook, a weapon for fishermen who aren't just out to catch fish, but are out to win.
Welcome back to the Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. We've been following along with Wade and Rangers Bart Schad with the odds stacked against them as they battled it out against Scott Martin and Rangers Keith Daffron in the Scott Martin Challenge. Although they've had a string of bad and tremendously good luck, one thing both teams have relied on is a saltwater Ranger Bay boat. Let's take a closer look at the Rangers out on the water today. Fisherman's Handbook presents Ramped Up, getting you geared up to get out on the water.
What was really fun about today is not just to spend it in a boat with Scott Martin. He makes his living standing on the front deck of our bass boat. And while that's important, we were able to fish today out of a 2310 Bay Ranger, our top of the line flagship bay boat. And to do that and to see how well that boat performs, not only in this application, but to understand how it will perform in any saltwater environment, you look at that boat and think, wow, that boat really is the top shelf bay boat in the marketplace today. What's interesting about Ranger Bay boats is we have a group of customers that's not a few hundred or a few thousand. We're talking hundreds of thousands of people that understand our brand and what we're about. And so many of them either have a place on the coast or venture to the coast regularly, and they're able to relate what was previously just a freshwater brand, and I'm talking previously 2 decades ago, and relate it to the saltwater environment today. And they know what we stand for: safety, quality, resale value, performance. All of those things are so important, and we package that in our bay boats just the same way. And so if you're interested in a Ranger Bay boat, you need to understand that it's not just everybody else's bay boat or another one like all the other cookie cutters. It really is worthy of the badge Ranger.
To find a Ranger dealer near you, visit rangerboats.com. Back out on the water, Wade and Bart's adventure's coming to an end, and they've managed to somehow stay in the game.
There's a good one, good one. Big one.
Nice, good night. That's a good one.
Get to my thumb bar though, and the trolling motor's still on. Bart, right there.
I see her.
If he comes to you, you gotta get him.
Almost.
I got to get us out of this cane. We're never gonna get him in. Get him, Bart, right there. Oh no. Get him, Bart. Got him. Woo!
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Jeez.
Give me some of that love. Give me some of that love. That's what I'm talking about. Woo!
There have been no easy ones. We get the fish in the boat, and it's a 39-inch fish, which at this point is just what we need, and we're so excited. But again, there were no easy ones today, and it was a ton of fun.
My week was done. I was happy. You know, there was thunderstorms booming, and lightning in the background, water spouts coming down, and we were good. That's when they get big right there now. That's when they get big.
We don't have a board long enough. We're not gonna get full credit. We're not even getting partial.
How far over?
Well, the board is 38, and you got another inch and a half easy.
It's like we won the Super Bowl. We may have lost the challenge. We may have won the challenge. I don't really know. But we won the Super Bowl right then. Venice and us were once again won.
It's been a great day out on the water, win, lose, or draw. To find out who won this challenge, check your local listings for an upcoming episode of the Scott Martin Challenge. Thanks for watching. Join us next week for more fishing tips and trips with the pros.
How would you like to win some of the baits you're seeing us use on today's show? Or even better, how about winning a fishing trip with me? It's very simple. Go to the Fisherman's Handbook Facebook page, like the page, and follow along, and you'll be able to be eligible to win certain prizes and possibly go fishing with me. Bye-bye. Son of a gun, that's what I'm talking about. That's why you come to Venice right there. Yeah, we have had a trying day. No psychological warfare needed there. That's a game changer right there, boys.